August is upon us, which means the summer is starting to wind down, but that doesn't mean that the game releases are slowing down. Here is a list of the biggest games releasing in August 2022. 16 years after the series debut and 9 years after the last numbered entry, Saints Row is back. Instead of joining a gang that has already been established, you'll be making a name for yourself and building up what will become the legendary Saints. However, don't think of this as a prequel to the original game. Saints Row features a brand new cast of characters and a new setting, Santo Ileso, a huge and vibrant sandbox in the American Southwest. Like previous games in the series, Saints Row's gameplay loop revolves around seizing territory from rival gangs like Los Panteros or Marshall Defense Industries. Gunplay and traversal are what you've come to expect from the series. However, you'll have a few more options when it comes to vehicle combat. Saints Row is shooting its way onto PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Series X and S, and PC via the Epic Games Store on August 23rd. In Cult of the Lamb, you play as a possessed lamb who has been saved from an untimely death by an ominous stranger. All you have to do in return is build a loyal following in their name. In order to do this, you must explore the randomly generated world and destroy the non-believers and false prophets. You'll perform dark rituals, give sermons, collect resources to build structures with, and train your loyal flock of woodland creatures. I swear, if the art style were different and it wasn't cute little animal characters, this game would be so much darker. You too can join the cult when this game releases on PS5, Xbox Series X and S, Switch, and PC on August 11th. Football is back and once again has managed to improve on last year's game. Perhaps the biggest new feature in Madden NFL 23 is the Fieldsense feature that EA promises will deliver more control at all positions in every mode. EA said that this new system will help deliver ultra-realistic gameplay, including new animations and player control mechanics. Madden NFL 23 also updates face of the franchise with a new experience called The League. There will be new position-specific mechanics and player-focused cameras. Franchise mode, meanwhile, will offer simplified team-building mechanics. In terms of visuals, Madden NFL 23 aims to offer a new level of visual realism in all stages of the football experience. There will be new player-locked 4K touchdown cameras that aim to match what the latest NFL TV broadcasts offer. You can continue to secretly pretend you're Tom Brady when Madden NFL 23 drops on August 19th for PC and every console except Switch. Do you think Rocket League is cool, but you consider yourself more of a golfer? Well, Turbo Golf Racing is perfect for you. In Turbo Golf Racing, courses are a mix of golf links and racetracks, and it looks like getting your ball into the green and into the hole will be a matter of speed and positioning as much as finesse and aim. A key difference from Rocket League is that Turbo Golf Racing puts more emphasis on the race to get the ball where it belongs, rather than the full contact wallops of squaring off against another team. Hit the links in an all-new way when Turbo Golf Racing comes to Xbox One, Series X and S, and PC on August 4th. So you remember 2 Point Hospital and all the lives that you ruined by not hiring enough staff to help patients? Well, what if I told you you could ruin the lives of confused young adults instead? Sounds fun, right? In 2 Point Campus, you can build the university of your dreams and pack it with crazy courses and the best staff that money can buy. For some, college is considered the best years of their lives, so it's up to you to make sure that these students work hard and play harder, or the other way around if that's how you get down. 2 Point Campus is registering for classes on August 9th for every console and PC. Rumbleverse may have missed its initial February release date, but now it's ready to put your free time in a headlock. Rumbleverse is a 40-player free-to-play battle royale where you'll take on the role of custom-made pro wrestlers fighting across Grappital City. The city name alone is enough to make me want to give this game a shot. During a match, you can find weapons like bats and folding chairs, as well as climb skyscrapers across the city and perform high-impact moves like suplexes and power bombs from the top of the building onto the streets below. Get ready to slam your way to victory when Rumbleverse comes to PC and every console except Switch on August 11th. The game's first season will begin a week later on August 18th. First released on PS4 in 2018 and remastered for PS5 in 2020, Marvel's Spider-Man is now swinging onto PCs for 2022. In the game, you play as Spider-Man, of course, fighting crime, and keeping the streets of New York safe from iconic Spidey villains. But you'll also get to take off the suit and experience Peter's struggles to balance his personal life and career while the fate of the city rests on his shoulders. I hope you're ready to fall in love with Mary Jane, because Marvel's Spider-Man is headed to PC on August 12th. Rollerdrome is what you get when you take skating, tricks, high scores, and a bunch of guns and mix them all together in a pot. Coming from the developer of OlliOlli World, Rollerdrome trades skateboards for roller skates and side-scrolling courses for 3D arenas. The big twist is that you're not alone in these arenas. They're filled with enemies called house players whose goal is to murder you. Rollerdrome is a blood sport in which your objective in each level is to kill all the house players before they can kill you, and to look awesome doing it. Clearing enemies can also help you maximize your score, because as you take out the opposition, you gain multipliers that increase the points you earn from landing tricks. You can skate and shoot your way to victory when Rollerdrome releases for PS4, PS5, and PC on August 16th. Developed by mostly a one-man team and published by Humble Games, Midnight Fight Express is an isometric 3D brawler that features non-stop over-the-top action. In the game, you play as a former member of the criminal underworld that is lured back into your violent ways by a mysterious drone. However, there's a good reason. You have until sunset to stop a city-wide criminal takeover. To do this, you'll take on waves of enemies across 41 handcrafted levels using your fists along with knives, guns, toilet plungers, and more. You can see if you have what it takes to save the city when Midnight Fight Express drops on August 23rd for PS4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC. Behind every great racer is a great manager. In F1 Manager 2022, you're the boss, which means it's up to you to pick a great roster of drivers and staff to help lead you to some W's. Keep your finances in check, monitor the performance of your drivers, plot how you can steal staff from your rival teams, and more. F1 Manager 2022 is crossing the finish line on August 25th for PC and every console except Switch. Soul Hackers 2 is the follow-up to Demon Summoner Soul Hackers, itself a sci-fi spin-off in the Shin Megami Tensei franchise. Set in the same world as Soul Hackers without continuing that tale, you play as Ringo, a character created by a sentient artificial intelligence and dispatched to stop some coming event from ending the world. With Soul Hackers 2, you're dealing with a group of characters who are older rather than those who are making their way through high school. But this is also a supernatural sci-fi RPG, so expect some fantastical elements. For instance, there are demons, and you can summon them. According to Atlas, while the first Soul Hackers had a pretty hardcore RPG bend that might have turned off some players, the sequel is looking to be a little more welcoming, while also seemingly borrowing a lot of what worked from recent successes like Persona 5 to present a new story. You can summon some demons when Soul Hackers 2 comes to PC and every console except Switch on August 25th. So which of these games are you most interested in? Are there any that you can't wait to play that didn't make this list? Let us know in the comments, and stay tuned to GameSpot for more.